everyone, it's Vanessa. So today I'm gonna be talking about how to save money in college, because since my first semester here is coming to an end, I've definitely learned some pretty valuable tips to saving money in college, because I mean, I feel like everyone's a broke college student these days. And yeah, it's been a while since I've just done like a sit down talking type of video. I was in the mood to do that today. I wrote down a few standard tips, and I also asked some of my friends for some input, and pretty much like everyone has like the same advice. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, saving money, you have to have money to save initially. So the first step is getting a job. So many jobs on campus, there's no excuse. Like if you want to save money and you want to make money, you should have a job. And it's really not big of a time commitment as people think. I go to Illinois State. They only let you work like a 3-hour shift a day. It might be different if you have an off-campus job. I personally think once you graduate college, that's when you're gonna have to start paying bills and paying for things on your own. And I think saving money in college is so important, because this is the time in your life before you're officially like gonna be on your own. But you're not gonna be on your own, but this is the time you don't really have any bills to pay, so you should be saving money for the future. Maybe make a savings account, because you are gonna need that money when you graduate. It's so important to try to learn how to make money on your own, because obviously, you know, your parents can't pay for everything for your entire life. So you want to kind of get into the swing of trying to learn how to budget and make money on your own and save money and categorize different spendings for different types of things. So I would set kind of like a specific budget for the month, but honestly, like I don't personally do that, because I don't really have a lot of things to buy, like materialistic things to buy in the month. So whenever I do spend money, it's on very like little things, like going to the movies, which is like, it's only $6 for movie tickets out here, so that's kind of why I go. I'm more, if it was like $12, I'd be more like you know, but since it's like half the price, I don't feel as bad about going and treating myself once in a while. But I definitely don't do it a lot. Outside of paying for things I have to, like sorority payments, I don't really spend any other money on different expenses, because I'm trying to save all my money for textbooks next semester and things like that. It all originates when you get a job, because if you're broke and you're complaining about having no money but you don't have a job, it's a little harder for me to feel sorry for you, because you want to make money and you want to have money, you need to get a job. Like there's no other shortcut to it. It's just the standard facts. And you could definitely like manage the time. Like I feel like a lot of people think they won't have time for it, and it feels so good when you're having your own money and you're making your own money and you're like, oh, I could spend it on this and I could spend it on that. But that's the thing. I feel like sometimes when people have a job, they want to spend all their money in like one place and spend their whole paycheck at like getting their nails done, getting their hair done, clothes, you know, going out to eat all the time. And that's where like the problem occurs. And I've definitely been guilty of this too. I have gone out to eat a couple times. I mean, not really. I mainly eat in the dining hall and, you know, little restaurants on campus, which I could use my flex dollars for. With the meal plan you get here, and you get a various amounts of extra money that you could put towards any of the restaurants or coffee shops on campus. There's a couple coffee shops on campus, but I mainly spend all my flex dollars on Starbucks, because it's free, but it's not free. But I'm not taking any of like money out of my own bank account to pay for it. It's like included with the meal plan. Like I said, getting a job, need to do that first if you have no money, because that's like the only solution to the problem. A couple tips that coincide is stop buying a lot of extra things that you don't really need. And I know that seems kind of obvious, but I feel like sometimes we're just tempted to, you know, shop and buy a bunch of clothes and eat out all the time, just, you know, for fun and to hang out with people and everything. Sometimes, like, you know, I want to do that too, and I want to go out and buy a bunch of clothes, but I'm kind of at the point where I don't really shop for fun anymore. I shop when I need to buy something, like if I need a certain outfit for a certain event. But I really don't do that anymore, just because I don't, you know, I'm saving my money. All throughout summer I didn't buy any new clothes because I was saving money for college, and I can't even remember the last time like I went like shopping to like buy a bunch of clothes. If you notice, like there's not a lot of hauls on this channel. That's just because I don't go like shopping anymore really. And in college, people wear practically the same thing every single day, so I don't feel the need to, you know, walk out in like these amazing styled outfits to class every day, because there's just no point. But I do like dressing up, and I do like having a nice fashion sense, but I just kind of pair a lot of different clothes with different pieces and try to mix things up a little bit, because I'm not, you know, buying a new pair of pants or a new shirt every time I go to the store. But I did buy a leather jacket last week on Black Friday because I wasn't like my plan. My sister was just going to the thrift shop with Plato's Closet. I was with her, so if I find something I truly really want and love, then I'll buy it. Like, I don't just buy a shirt because like, oh, it's cute, maybe I'll wear it a couple times. Like, now I feel like I only buy a clothing item if I am truly like in love with it. And a leather jacket is something you could wear with so many different outfits, which is why I didn't feel bad about buying it. And I also didn't feel bad about buying it because it was $8.25, a deal that like I really couldn't pass up. And I feel like a lot of people, oh, if it's on sale, you know, I could buy it. Then people just buy a lot of sales items and then you're still spending a lot of money. I only bought that one leather jacket and it was originally $10, but then it was on discounted 20% off because of Black Friday. I'm really happy with the purchase. Like, I genuinely was like excited about it. I think that's what happens when you don't buy clothes as often. You kind of have a deeper appreciation for when you buy brand new clothes. Like, you don't really need to buy a lot of clothes in college. Just, you know, I wear leggings and different shirts, I wear like jeans, I just reuse a lot of the same clothes I already have. And like I said, I only bought that leather jacket because it's something that I've been looking out for so long, and it was so cheap, and I was afraid like if I didn't buy it then like I would never get the same like good deal. Also, with shopping, you should definitely try to not eat out as much because it's really not needed. And I understand going out to eat with your friends sometimes, hanging out, but when you have like a meal plan and you have a dining hall, and I understand like we all get sick of the dining hall food, but it's just gonna help you so much more in the future. And just try not to eat out as much. And I'm definitely, you know, I've gone to Chipotle once, but I can't, like, I don't really eat out at all. Something that I can't get myself to stop buying, but it is covered on my Flex dollar, so it's not like taking out of my own money, is Starbucks. Like, Starbucks coffee I get like a few times a week. Sometimes like I've gotten it for the past 3 days in a row. There's a Starbucks right on campus. I don't have to spend any of my own money, so I don't feel bad. I've read so many tweets, it's like, oh, I'm so broke but not broke enough to buy iced coffee. Like, that sums up my life practically. Do you guys hear this vacuum? Cut out eating out. Just take out the things that you don't need to do. You don't need to buy new clothes all the time. You don't need to eat out all the time. And you definitely, like, there's things like, I understand everyone has like these things they like to pamper themselves, and I like to get my nails done. But the last time I got my nails done professionally, like at a salon, was last January, just because I never really wanted to spend like $30 on getting my nails done, and I just didn't like have that money to spend on something like that. It's something I like to do once in a while. I just paint my nails at home. Like, so many things you can do that you're paying people for, you can do yourself. Maybe in the future, like, I feel like I would get my nails done more often, just not at this point in my life in college when I'm trying to save money. Man, we're driving the struggle bus here. I understand, like, everyone has things that they like want to treat themselves for. Mine is coffee, and I don't spend a lot of my own money on Starbucks since I'm spending like Flex dollars that are within the meal plan. On the weekends, the Starbucks is closed, so sometimes I go to the off-campus one and then I do spend my own money, but that's not really often. To wrap up this video, I think it's important to know as college students that this is the time, like, this is such a crucial time in our lives to be thinking about the future, but also living in the present. And don't be so focused on what's next that you're forgetting about just embracing the moments you have now. Everyone says college goes by so fast. I can't believe that my first semester is almost over. Like, that's insane to me. We're already spending so much money on college with loans. Being a sorority is really expensive, so I put a lot of my money towards that. I'm a big believer, like, if you want something, you can work hard for it and you can accomplish it. That's what I've been doing. Like, I've just been working all the time. I think I said to my friend one time, like, if I grow up in life and money's my biggest problem, then I think that's still a pretty good life, because you are in charge of your own fate. I truly believe that. So I've just been trying extremely hard to work hard and save money. Things you want to do cost money, and I've just been very kind of smarter about where my money's going. Ultimately, just try to save your money as much as possible. You want to buy something and you want to treat yourself once in a while, but don't make it a habit, because like on a day-to-day basis, you don't need to buy something new every day. If you need to restock on a foundation, or, you know, get some more coffee creamer, I'm like just listing things that I need to do, but I'm just saying, like, I understand those aspects in replacing things that you need. I just don't think you need as much as you think. Yeah, that was my video. I'm sorry, it was kind of like rambly. Those are my tips on how to save some money in college, and just try your best and take it day by day. And remember, nothing will change if nothing changes. So if you're broke, stop spending money on things you don't really need. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of basic, obvious, but it's so important to save money in college, and I don't think people really understand that. I've definitely repeated myself a lot in this video. I'm a little bit like hyper, that's why I've been talking so much, because of this iced latte. I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe while you're here, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.